Welcome to 401 Sunset,
where we bring you to U Windsor.
We are your hosts today, Naomi Pelkey
and Kristen Calababa.
Thank you for joining us.
Today we have an interview with Maya Marie Langlois, a Lancers basketball player.
All right, so I'm here with Maya Marie Langlois. Lois.
Yeah.
Lois?
Langlois.
Langlois?
Yes. Langlois.
Lois. How do you guys play with that pressure, knowing like one game, you lose one game, all that's, you're done, your streak's done?
I mean, you can't really think about the fact of losing. Yeah, you always have to think about your own team. You can't think about the other teams. I mean, we've lost before in the past in the championship game for the OUA, but it doesn't mean we're going to get off path to what we really want, which is the national championship.
Yeah, but you don't feel any pressure? Like, if it was me, I'd be peeing my pants.
No pressure really, because like we've been through this. I've been through this for 4 years now. It's just we worry about our own team and what we have to accomplish each game, no matter who we play. And if we accomplish those goals, we know we'll win the game.
Who's your rivalry? Who has like the most girls on the team where you just want to you throw some elbows for sure?
I mean, it depends. Each year is different because each different team, they're a different roughness. But I know like Ryerson, they're pretty aggressive and pushy. Western obviously is a rival for Windsor period. And Brock this year, they're a big rival. They're undefeated too. Yeah. So, and we play them next Saturdays at Brock. So that's going to be a huge game. And, you know, it's going to be like a hustle, battle, war galactic. Yeah.
But no particular girl, you just want to throw an elbow at?
The whole team, the whole town.
Where do you see yourself after graduating? You're fourth year right now. How many years do you have left here?
Well, I'm going to come back for my fifth year, and I guess I'm going to get my master's degree in maybe sports management or my MBA or whatnot. And then either I want to be an athletic director or work with a professional team, whatever sport, but on the business side. If I don't go to maybe go play professional in Europe.
How many nicknames do you have, and what are they?
I actually only have one, and I've had it since my first year. People just call me 10. I'm number 10.
That's
Some
not
say,
that clever. You're
no, I didn't let.
Okay.
I'm number 10. Some say I'm a perfect 10 out of 10. So.
You're lucky you met me today, because I thought of some nicknames for you. All right, just say yes or no to them.
All right.
All right. Can you hold this? Actually, hold this to my mouth.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, Maya the Mischief Maker Langlois.
That's interesting.
No, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. The Eagle. Everyone likes eagles. You soar. You're
clever. You know, let's hear the other ones.
Okay. This is just my phone number. I don't know. That's embarrassing.
I'll keep this over here.
I do. Yeah, but you can call me anytime. Hobbies, likes, and dislikes. If you like them, call me again. Yeah. How about Maya Moneyball Langlois?
Okay, it's getting better.
Not bad.
You're warming up.
It works.
Warming up.
Yeah. Oh, this is just a picture. I don't know. The Penetrator. That doesn't sound too good.
No, not
that sounded better in my head. So we know you got moves on the court.
Yes.
How about playing me one-on-one? I can show my moves. You can show yours. We'll see. We'll let the people find out who's the better player.
I normally don't do one-on-ones, but all right, let's do it. Yeah.
Can you hold this again? Let's do this. All right, Maya, good game.
Thank you. I
was trying to distract you with my beautiful legs, but I guess it didn't work. It was a close one. Maybe we'll do a rematch soon.
Yeah, 3-0 next time you'll get a point.
Thanks a lot, though. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, too.
We bring you a video clip from the rocket ships.
was a garden, I would be the rain. I fall from the heavens and take away your pain. 'Cause I can hear the ocean when you whisper my name. I kiss you so softly, I know you feel the same. Look into a boat's been so winded, wrong place and time. We had to climb the mountains, but we found what we came to find. Walk through the darkness, and February brings light. And all of my sorrows vanish in the night. When I look into your eyes, I can see forever. So I lay it on the line. No one knows what we could find. Take my hand, we'll be alright. We will rise, you will die. I was with you all this time. We make the moments for the rest of our lives. Look into a valley of beautiful blue eyes, and just like a sunset, my love will always rise. These are the moments I remember when I'm dying, dying, dying. When I look into your eyes, I can see forever and ever and ever. So I lay it on the
After that, we take an in-depth look at the university's radio station, CJAM. Then we take a look at Keith Brown magician skill.
CJAM started in the 70s as sort of just a campus group, and throughout the late 70s, early 80s, they were trying to make it an FM station. So it started in 1983 as CJAM 91.5 FM, and we've sort of grown from there. So there's some people who have been here since the beginning, so some programmers have been here over 30 years.
It was very much started by students, musicologists, people who wanted to be journalists, people who wanted to be sportscasters, looking for a medium, and this was it. We're a very intergenerational staff, people from their 20s to their 40s, and people who are, for the most part, I would call us culture junkies. That's what brings us here. We're interested in music, we're interested in news, we're interested in culture.
Well, the fun thing about CJAM is we give the opportunity for anyone to start whatever kind of show they would like. So really our basis is what is not on the radio right now. What can't you find anywhere else? So we have 3 types of shows here at CGEM. We have talk shows, music shows, and what's called ethnocultural programs. So talk shows, we go over a diverse amount of topics that really aren't covered anywhere else.
The process of working at CJAM usually starts with volunteer work. You start doing PSAs and commercials, and eventually, if you keep volunteering, you can get a time slot for your own show, and then you can start playing music and having your own radio show.
It starts with training, volunteer training, and it's an orientation given. You come and the program director orients us, tells us what we need to know, and the second phase is knowing the equipment and the studio, and then it's another hour in there, and she teaches us how to use the equipment and the computers and how to conduct a show. And the third phase is you come and you sit in on a show with someone who's already doing it, so you see firsthand what's happening.
The type of programming we are here is basically anything and everything within reason. It's often said that CJAM is a different radio station every hour. I would say our main audience is the disenfranchised, people who don't have a voice in mainstream media, people who aren't represented by the Windsor Star or AM 800 or the River or something like that. There is no one audience.
CJAM for me is a new experience. I'm a DJ already, a beginner DJ, but a DJ, and CJAM allows me to practice that and apply my knowledge, apply what I know about music and DJing and being on air. It's a great experience for anyone who enjoys spending time with music and anyone who wants to be a DJ or be on air for talk shows or music shows.
CGEM's main goal is really representing the underrepresented. So we were trying to give voice to people who ordinarily wouldn't be able to have a voice here on the radio. So we broadcast in over 10 languages. So that's an opportunity that commercial radio just doesn't give a lot of people. And we're trying to bring our community as close together by showing how diverse it can be. So like I said, there's always an opportunity if someone wants to start a show. They definitely can. And if it's something that, they feel is left out of mainstream media, then CGEM has a home for it.
We're not only the most democratic broadcasting school in Windsor, Detroit, we're the most democratic broadcaster. Because you can come in here with a show that I may or may not agree with your views, but I understand why it's important that it be on the air and for those views to be expressed.
We focus back on the university and have an in-depth conversation with Brian Brown regarding his research he's conducting while teaching at the university. Then we have a live in-studio session with Of the Pack, the song Nothing Lasts.
My name is Dr. Brian A. Brown. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Windsor in the Department of Communication, Media, and Film. I did an MA here at the University of Windsor, focusing on communication and social justice. Graduated in 2005, I believe. Then went on and did a PhD at the Faculty of Information and Media Studies at the University of Western Ontario, under the supervision of Dr. Nick Dyer-Witherford. Completed that in June 28th, to be precise, and started my position here as an assistant professor at the University of Windsor on July 1st. Well, we've started a new stream in the department dealing essentially with new media and digital culture, and that stream generally incorporates at least 3 and sometimes 4 classes, and we're looking to add a few more, as a matter of fact. So the 101 class, I guess, is sometimes considered to be the first class in this stream, and it's the general introductory class. I taught 201, which is New Media Studies, last semester, and that's a second-year introduction to the sociocultural, political, and economic changes that have taken place as a result of what's variably termed as new media or Web 2.0. And then 301 is the third class, and that's digital technologies in everyday life. And I taught that last semester as well. And that is essentially a extension or a more in-depth examination of a lot of the issues that are addressed provisionally in 201, the second year class. So it's a little bit of a smaller class, and it offers the opportunity to get into a little more depth and detail. That's a lot of fun too, because you can really take some time and investigate these issues and these ideas and the topics and the arguments and the paradoxes and all of those different things in such a way that you really can't with such a large class, because you've kind of got to move through material, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it is. My dissertation focused specifically on Flickr, which is a photo sharing social network developed out of a Vancouver loft, as a matter of fact, by a guy named Stuart Butterfield and his then wife, Katerina Fake. It was constructed around these virtual fictional hubs, and people would log on and just really hang out within these spaces. And one of the novel applications that grew out of the game was a instant messaging application that allowed you to share pictures of objects and elements found in the game world. And that very simple modification to instant messaging functionality, where you were able to share a picture and not only chat back and forth, is essentially the seed from which Flickr grew. So Flickr developed out of this game, and really became, when it was first released and first came online, it was really one of the poster children for the Web 2.0 environment, where users were put in a position where they were now able to generate content on par with really anybody else, and they've really embraced that ability, and really embraced the ability to share photos with each other. And not just, I think one of the interesting things about Flickr, at least, is that it wasn't only sharing photographs with a group of one's friends or a closed circle, if you will, but by default all of the photographs on Flickr are public. So it was one of the first public photo sharing social networks, and I think that had a really definitive influence on the way that the website grew and the way it developed, and really what it developed into, and it's still around today.
would surely fall apart. Tied in your grasp, the last place that it will lay. Leave me without words to say. And if it's gone, well, just let me know. There's nothing left to cling to, so just let me go. I gave it all to you, then you gave it all away. So just who has my soul today? Without my heart, I don't care anymore. Let it fall to the ground, let it fall on the floor. Nothing ever stays, but the number always rides. And you think of all the chasing, I'm just sitting in one spot. Let me take my energy, shed some to you. Love life is playing field, see different view. Nothing I can say would last more than a few weeks. Love loud again until not another word we would speak. Nothing ever stays, nothing over always rides. And you think of all the chasing, I'm just sitting in one spot. It's not that you've got something that I haven't got. No, it's just a desire and it's something that I want. Let me take my energy, shed some to you. Live life just by your feel, see different view. Nothing I can say would last more than a few weeks. Love loud again until not another word we would speak. Now that you got something that I haven't got, no, it's just a desire and it's something that I want. You take it all from me, but I give it all to you, and we both are left with nothing. But what else can I do?
Thank you for joining us today.
Tune in next week to 401 Sunset for more campus and community news and events.